Hello everyone, welcome to the Animal Waste Management course with the module name Special Waste Utilization Week 3 lecture number 6 with the title of today's lecture Modern Techniques of Automation and Semi-Automation Used in Disposal of Farm Waste. Myself Dr. Utkarsh Kumar Tripathi, Faculty of Veterinary Animal Sciences, Rajiv Gandhi South Campus, Banaras Hindu University, Barkatshah, Mirzapur. Today we are going to discuss about the voluminous waste which are originated from either agriculture or animal husbandry sector. From agriculture we are getting a lot of crop byproduct, farm byproduct and other agricultural utilities. From animal origin we are getting like dung, urine and other material from animal bedding material which can be converted in various products which have been discussed in our previous lecture, like in organic manure, like vermicomposting, biogas plant and other ways of farm waste disposal methods. But right now what we are thinking that we are shifting from linear economy to circular economy. Now we are more concerned for the thing that when we are shifting from economy just utilizing the inputs and making the output and leaving the things behind as a waste, now we are more concerned for utilizing the outputs as well as the byproducts for the input of the other ventures. So we are now shifting from the linear economy to circular economy. In this concept we are sure that if we can make the farm waste management procedures more profound and more efficient, then it will be very useful for making the waste more utilizable in various other form in very efficient and sustainable system. Now, different importance of automation in improving efficiency and sustainability. So here we see that there are two terms. So here we see that if we are applying automation and semi-automation in farm, animal and agricultural waste management system, then what are the different things that we are going to deal with in today's lecture. Here we see that automation and semi-automation are concerned with three basic systems. The first one is robotic system, the second one is smart sensors and the third one is data management platforms. Here we can use the robotic system for collection, we can use the smart sensor for differentiating different type of waste material and thereafter we can use the data management platform for identifying the efficiency of our farm waste collections. So these advancement of semi-automation and automation, what they are paying us means basically they reduce the labor cost which is very important for us, that many human personals are involved in such kind of things, and along with that reducing the labor cost we can also minimize the environmental impact of different type of waste. Automation facility also provide us the real-time monitoring and decision making, means we can decide on the basis of the real-time data collection from the farm disposal waste of these materials. We can collect different kinds of data where we are collecting the waste from different ventures like agricultural land, like our animal sector. Then on the basis of these collected data we can make a decision by using different kinds of data management platforms. So here we see that what kind of waste we are having. Basically there are two kinds of things what we are getting, like a waste from our agriculture and animal sector which are maybe our plant origin or from animal origin. Means plant origin if we talk about, then we can get the plant residues and crop byproducts, and these material can often be recycled. Basically we are dealing it for recycling and making it compost to return the nutrient to the soil, so improving the soil health. If we are getting the waste from the animal origin, then we can get various kinds of bedding material which is used for the livestock, basically in case of cattle, in case of horses, in case of poultry, bedding material, and along with that we are getting a lot of dung in the form of manure, organic manure which we are using, and urine along with other things from the animal origin. If we are not handling them properly, if there is some lacunae in our management system for farm disposal, then what we are going to get? Like the first thing, what the consequences we are going to face, the first one is soil contamination, means hazard waste can leach into the soil, affecting land quality and agriculture productivity. So we see here that contaminated soil can harm the plant growth and enter into the food chain, means ultimately what the waste we are putting into the soil, they are going to get involved in the food chain, and ultimately it is the thing what we are going to consume. So ultimately they are going to harm us. The second one is the water pollution, means runoff from improperly disposed waste can contaminate the local water bodies, leading to the toxic environment for aquatic life as well as posing health risks to communities. Means along with the animal, human are also going to get affected if we are putting the waste into the water bodies. Now along with that, air quality degradation will also be resulted if we are not handling the farm waste properly. Means if we are burning the waste, especially the plastics and other material, this will release a harmful pollutants into the air, contributing respiratory issues for the human being and animals and other health problems in nearby population. Along with this, if we are contaminating our environment like the soil contamination, water pollution and air quality, the ultimately biodiversity loss will be the result. Means improper disposal practice can disrupt local ecosystem, leading to habitat destruction and loss of biodiversity. So what we are doing in response to these kinds of losses, means there are various legal obligations, like in United States Resource Conservation and Recovery Act RCRA in 1976, and in India the Environmental Protection Act 1996 has been established, and these are responsible for making the guidelines for proper handling, disposal and recycling. Means here we see that they control the handling of the waste, the disposal of the waste and reducing the waste by recycling it. So there are two laws, example of this thing, that there are always some kind of legal obligation for making our waste handled properly. Now if we are not handling it, then we are going to impose the public health risk. Means improper waste disposal can lead to the spread of disease through contaminated water or soil. Means if we are contaminating our water, our soil, then ultimately we are going to get our public health risk. For instance, animal waste can harbor pathogens that affects both human and animal health and life ultimately. Now community awareness shows that regulatory compliances foster community trust and safety by ensuring that waste is managed responsibly, reducing the potential health hazard associated with poor waste practices. Now we see that we are dealing with various traditional methods of farm disposal and animal waste disposal methods. Likewise, we go for incineration, we go for burial methods, we go for landfills, or we can also apply the open dumping. Means incineration, as we know it properly, that involvement of burning of waste at high temperature. So what ultimately we are doing when we apply incineration, that we reduce the volume significantly by about 90%. Means what the waste we are having from our agricultural land, from our animal farm, then we are going to burn it, and by burning it we are making its volume on lesser side. Means 90% we are making to reduce the volume of that waste. But ultimately if we are burning it, that we are going to produce a lot of smoke and involved with having the component of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and H2S and other harmful gases. So while effective in waste reduction, although it is effective in waste reduction, but incineration can release harmful pollutant into the air, including particulate matter and some harmful gases. Now the burial method, which is very famous, which is just to bury the waste in designated areas, often referred as landfills. But this method is also having some consequences, that this method can be straightforward but pose risk if not managed properly, such as the leachate. Leachate means when there is heavy rainfall, then the material out of those waste will be just leach off and submerged into the water bodies nearby, so contaminating ultimately the groundwater and soil. If we talk about the landfills, what we apply at that engineered site where solid waste is deposited and compacted. Although modern landfills are designated to minimize the environmental impact, but the poorly managed landfill can lead to significant pollution issues. Now, the worst method of traditional waste disposal is the open dumping. Open dumping is that waste is just dumped into open areas without any management or treatment. This method is still prevalent in many regions due to its low cost, because there is no cost, no much cost is involved in open dumping. So people are using it, but ultimately it leads to severe environmental degradation and health hazards. So what are the different limitations of our traditional waste disposal methods? Here we see that if we are applying this kind of traditional methods of waste disposal, then ultimately we are going to harm our environmental conditions. Means we are going to put harmful gases. If we are applying burning, we are going to get our water bodies contaminated. If we are using the landfills method, we are going to get our soil health degraded significantly. If we are applying the dumping yard and landfills, means such kind of methods are always harmful. So there are some legal restrictions which many countries have implemented, strict regulations governing waste disposal practices, and along with that, the non-compliance with these regulations can result in heavy fines and legal action against individual or organization. The increasing awareness of environmental issues had led to stricter enforcement of waste management laws. Inefficiency means these traditional methods are inefficient basically because in resource recovery, for example, if we see that incineration reduces the waste volume but does not recover the valuable material, so that could not be recycled. Means actually what is happening with the incineration, that ultimately we are going to reduce the volume, but we are losing the material what can be used otherwise in making the manure, in making some recyclable material. Means, and along with that, if we are applying the open dumping and unregulated landfill, this is also not providing any means for resource recovery or recycling. So ultimately we are thoroughly avoiding the recycling and resource recovery if we are applying our traditional methods of farm waste disposals. Now, in relation to automation and in waste management, here we see that now this is the time to apply some kind of automation and semi-automation in our farm waste disposal methods. Means if we are applying some automation, means we are making the thing automatic. Automation in agriculture refer to the use of advanced technologies like robotics, what we have dealt with earlier, and we will be explaining it in our next slides. And along with that, robotics, sensors and data analytics to perform agricultural tasks with minimal human interventions. These encompass a wide range of activities from planting and harvesting to monitoring crop health and maintaining waste. Semi-automation, which involves the system that still requires some human oversight, but significantly reduce the labor intensity and time required for tasks. For example, if we see that assisted steering system in tractors allow operators to guide machinery while the system manages the vehicle's navigation. Means in case of semi-automation, the human involvement is required. The active human participation is required in case of semi-automation, but in automation, we use some kind of robotics and some kind of software where human involvement is not much necessarily involved. Now, what is the benefits of automation? So here we see that if we are applying the automation or we are making the thing automatic in case of farm waste disposal, then we see that the efficiency has been increased significantly. Here we see that automation technologies can perform repetitive tasks. Means the thing is repetitive task, because we are collecting the waste repetitively from the same site in the same manner. Then why can't we apply the automation for doing the same thing in the same manner every day and every time? Now, if we are applying the same repetitive task, then and we are making the thing automatic, then it will be faster and more accurately than human labor. For instance, that automated tractors can operate continuously without breaks, covering more ground in less time. Now, we see that precision farming technology enables farmers to apply water, fertilizer and pesticide more effectively, and also reducing waste and optimizing resource use. Along with that, if we are applying the automation, then ultimately it is going to reduce the labor cost which is involved if we are doing the things with the human involvement. By minimizing the need for manual labor through automation, farmer can significantly lower labor cost. For example, semi-automated system allow one operator to manage multiple machines. What we have discussed in our previous slide, that if we are applying the semi-automation, then the human involvement will be necessarily will be there. But in case of automation, there is complete devoid of human involvement. But in case of semi-automation or automation, here we are going to reduce the labor or the expert numbers. So the implementation of robotic system for tasks such as harvesting or weeding, that can reduce the dependency on seasonal labors. Seasonal labor which is often expensive and difficult to secure. Along with that, we can also ensure the safety of our personals if we are applying the things in automatic or semi-automatic ways. Means automation reduce the physical strain on workers by taking over hazardous tasks such as spraying pesticide or operating heavy machines. This leads to the safer working environment. Now, the automated system can also monitor condition in real time. Means in present we can see that how much waste is to be collected and from where the data, what should be the frequency, what should be the efficiency. This all can be decided automatically by our automation system, altering the farmers to potential hazard or equipment malfunction before they become serious issues. Now, what are different technology for automated sorting technologies? Means our automation can sort the thing that what are the waste which can be recycled and what are the waste which are meant for making it vermicompost or composting further. So automated sorting technology leverage the artificial intelligence to enhance the efficiency and accuracy. Here we see that there are two things, that automation increase the efficiency as well as automation increase the accuracy of waste separation process, what we call it as sorting. So this system utilize the advanced algorithm and machine learning to identify, classify and sort various types of waste material based on their composition. By integrating AI, means artificial intelligence, with sensor technology, with sorting machines can operate continuously, significantly improving the throughput, the recycling facilities. For example, one of the venture is working very well in this field, like TOMRS, then we call it TOMRA, AutoSort optical sorter. The TOMRA AutoSort is an advanced sorting machine that employs sensor-based material identification and AI-driven object recognition. This system can accurately sort recyclable from mixed waste streams, achieving high purity level in the recovered material. Means for sorting purpose, we can use this kind of machines like TOMRA's AutoSort optical sorters. That integration of deep learning algorithm allows the machines to adopt different waste decomposition, enhancing the sorting capabilities over time. This technology is particularly effective in identifying hard to classify material, thus optimizing the recyclable process. Here we see one picture of TOMRA, that there is a conveyor belt on which the things are running, like some pollutants are there, some waste are farm waste and agricultural waste and other civilized colonies waste are there, and that TOMRA sorter machine can identify the thing and sort it out and collect for recycling. Now what is the benefits of automated sorting technology? So there is enhanced recycling rates. Automated sorting system can significantly increase the volume of recyclable recovered from the waste stream. For example, facilities using AI powered sorting robots have reported recovery rates exceeding 99% purity for specific material. It also reduces the contamination, means automation minimizes the human errors sorting process, leading to lower contamination level in recycled material. This is crucial for maintaining the integrity of recycling system and ensuring the high quality material which are available for reuse. Now the operational efficiency, automated system can operate continuously without breaks, means there is no tiredness like our human interventions, so that it significantly increase the throughput compared to the manual sorting methods. For instance, some robotic system can achieve up to 33,000 picks per hour, greatly enhancing the productivity in material recovery facilities, that is MRFs, and the ability to operate 24/7 allows the facilities to handle larger volume of waste more efficiently, reducing the processing times and cost. So here ultimately we are going to reduce the labor cost, reducing the time, reducing the tiredness of human body, involvement of human interventions. Means if we are applying the automation or semi-automation, ultimately we are going to get benefited with the lesser involvement of human and making them more efficient. Here we see that how the waste are coming from conveyor belt, and the auto sort on the primary level is just sorting the things out of this, that which can be recycled, and along with the integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning and deep learning other things, then we can sort it in very efficient way further. Now the new generation flying beam with sharp eye technology, it differentiate the things very efficiently and very precisely. Now the robotic waste collection system are revolutionizing how farm waste is collected and sorted. These advanced technology utilizing artificial intelligence and robotics to automate the process traditionally performed by human laborers. Robots can be deployed to efficiently gather various types of waste, including agricultural debris and e-waste, ensuring that the collection process is both effective and environmental friendly. Now the autonomous vehicles and picker robots are very good example of that robotic system can include autonomous vehicles equipped with robotic arms designed to navigate through arms and collect waste from designated areas. Now the picker robots are specialized. Picker robots are designed to handle different types of waste material. They can identify, sort and collect various agricultural residues such as crop leftover and packaging material and even e-waste when necessary. So these are two best example of robotic waste collection system. Here these are just depiction of robotic waste collection system, that how the robots can perform their duties for collecting different types of waste to the recyclable material and other material which can't be recycled or which can be used for organic waste management. Now the picker robots, these robots are equipped with advanced sensors and AI capabilities that allow them to recognize and differentiate between various types of waste material. For instance, they can effectively sort agricultural debris from electronic waste, ensuring that these type of process appropriately. So what are the application of these type of picker robots? That it has been successfully implemented in various settings, including the material recovery facilities, where they enhance the sorting process by recyclable. They can operate continuously, providing the consistent performance without any fatigue. So what are the different advantages of this robotic system? Ultimately, we have discussed that the consistent performance without fatigue is a very beneficial part of our robotic waste collection system. Along with that, the increased efficiency will be resulted if we are applying this robotic waste collection system. Along with that, the cost saving by minimizing the labor cost associated with manual waste collection and sorting. Robotic system can provide a cost-effective solution for farm and recyclable facilities. Enhanced safety means if the human involvement is on lesser side, then ultimately we are going to make the waste collection more safer, because the robots or other robotic systems are involved in this. So what are the different smart dumpster and sensors? Means if we are involving the smart dumpster and sensor, these are equipped with the AI sensor and Internet of Things, that IoT, that can track the level of the fills, means how much the dumpster has been filled already, and so then it can send the messages, to the operators that where the waste collection is to be collected now. Means the frequency of waste collection can be regulated on the basis of the message which has been sent from these smart dumpster and sensors. Likewise, we can have some example like Compology sensors. Data collection of Compology sensor take images of dumpster content multiple times a day, providing the insight into fill levels and contamination rates. This data helps businesses understand their waste generation pattern. Here we see that the waste generation pattern can be analyzed by the various images which is being sent by the Compology sensor, which are fit in this type of smart dumpster. Here you can see that smart dumpster has some type of arrangement which is sending the images continuously, so that we can judge the waste generation pattern and adjust their practice accordingly. Means the waste collection out of those dumpster can be controlled accordingly with the images which has been analyzed and which has been sent by the smart dumpster. So the service optimization can be done with this kind of sensor based dumpsters. Now the impact on reducing collection of cost and improving recyclable effort. So cost will be reduced, and thereafter enhanced recycling rates and improving resource management. So there are three things. If we are applying such kind of collection methods, means the cost will be reduced, because we can have a number of possibilities of getting more frequent and more efficient more efficient waste collection out of those dumpster. And along with that, if we are collecting frequently the waste from the smart dumpster, then the enhanced recycling rates will be there. Along with that, if we are applying both these two, then the improved resource management will be the result. The insight gained from the smart dumpster sensor contribute to better overall resources management by identifying trends in waste generation and disposal. Here we see that the fills of those waste dumpster, smart dumpster, can be identified in this way. Thereafter, these are the smart dumpster. Along with this, the fills label, the information related to the fills label will be sent to the operator, and that operator will regulate the collection of waste accordingly. Now the automated rendering technology, that we have gone through it through the in slaughter process, that the waste evolved from the animal origin in slaughterhouses applying some rendering plant. So rendering is a crucial process in the agriculture and food industry that involves converting animal byproducts such as fat, bones and inedible tissues into valuable materials. So rendering machine utilizes high temperature and pressure. So there are two factors which are involved, the high temperature and pressure, to rendering the animal bone materials, to separate the fat from the component, ensuring that the end products are safe and suitable for various applications, which includes the making of animal feed, fertilizer and biofuels. This process not only helps the waste management but also maximize resources utilization by transforming what would otherwise be discarded into useful products. There are two primary types of rendering. The first one is integrated rendering and the second one is independent rendering. Integrated rendering operates alongside slaughterhouses or meat processing plant, utilizing the waste generated during the meat production, while the independent rendering processes animal byproducts from various sources including the grocery store and farms. We are having one best suitable example, that is Cellitron ISS Agri facility for on-site rendering. Here we see the picture of on-site rendering, which is from the company Cellitron. Now the Cellitron ISS Agri facility is cutting edge on-site rendering solution which is designed for agricultural settings. Like this kind of agri facility is having the compact design. The facility is designed to fit with existing farm infrastructure, making it accessible for various agricultural operations. So this is very efficient and easy to handle. The sustainability is always attached with such kind of machinery that enables the on-site rendering. The ISS Agri facility helps reduce the carbon footprint associated with the transporting waste to distant rendering plants. So the creation of animal feed, rendering animal byproduct can be transformed into high protein animal feed, providing a sustainable alternative to traditional feeds sources. This not only reduces the waste but also address the growing demand of protein in livestock diets. Means here we can not only dealing with the animal waste, but also we are dealing with the lacunae or deficit of our animal nutrition material. Now we can also go for the production of fertilizers, because we are dealing with the animal bones which is rich of calcium and phosphorus, and we can put it into the soil for adding calcium, phosphorus and other components for making or enhancing the soil health better. So environmental impact, if rendering plants are being used generally, then ultimately we are going to deal with the animal waste which had been otherwise put into the soil in the form of landfills, in the form of dumping yard, which has been polluting the environment. So we can also get the economic benefit, because ultimately we are going to use the waste for and further asset. Now, the introduction of automated composting system. Automatic composting system is a very efficient decomposition of organic material. The operational efficiency or user-friendly design. The automatic systems significantly reduce the time required for the composting compared to the traditional methods. For instance, some machines can produce compost in as little as 24 hours. While these machinery are very user-friendly, means many automated composters come equipped with the control panel that allows user to monitor and adjust setting easily, enhancing the usability. Equipment type. There are various equipment like compost turners, static turners, self-propelled turner, aerobic fermentation pots, and automatic organic waste composting machines, in which the processing time is significantly reduced. Now, what are the different benefits of these kind of machines? That the composting will be on faster rate, the quality of the compost will be on higher side, and the labor which has been used for this kind of operations will be reduced significantly. Now, the environmental benefits will be also on higher sides. So, what we can do with the drone technology in waste management? So, use of drone for monitoring farm waste and assessing disposal needs. Drones are increasingly being used in waste management to monitor and access the farm waste effectively. These unmanned aerial vehicles, that is drone, provide a bird's eye view of farm waste disposal sites, allowing for the comprehensive monitoring without the need for extensive ground survey. They can track the accumulation of waste, identify the illegal dumping sites, and access overall waste management practice on farms. So, the drone technology can monitor the landfill sites. This can make the mapping and modeling, and this drone technology can also collect the data on various parameters like methane emission, which can be critical for managing landfill gases. This information allows operation to implement necessary measures to mitigate the environmental impact. So, what are different advantages of drone technology using in farm waste disposal methods? That these are real-time monitoring actually, and this enhance the efficiency and improve the safety, because the human involvement in such kind of activity is on lesser side. Now, the data management system. We have gone through the robotics, we have gone through the sensors, we have gone through the drones technology. Now, we are coming or switching over to the data management system. So, the data management system is cloud-based platform which play a crucial role in managing livestock waste data by providing a centralized system for data collection, storage, and analysis. So, here we see that there are three things: that data are being collected, thereafter data is stored, and data are being analyzed further. Thereafter, the data integration, accessibility, and features, means cloud platform can aggregate the data from various sources including the sensors, IoT devices, and farm management software, allowing for a comprehensive view of waste management practices. So, user can access the data from anywhere, facilitate the real-time monitoring and decision making. So, what are the different features of this thing? That cloud-based data management system offer advanced analytic capabilities that help optimize waste disposal process, which involve the predictive analysis and performance metrics. Means by analyzing the historical data of waste generation and disposal pattern, this system can forecast future waste volumes, enabling proactive planning and resource allocating. Means if we can analyze the data, that what are the volume of the waste has been produced in past, then we can say completely that what should be the frequency of waste collection and what should be the planning for proactive resource allocation. Now, the performance matrix says that user can track key performance indices related to the waste management efficiency, such as collection frequency and recycling rates. We can decide on the basis of data management system the collection frequency and recycling rate. This data helps identify areas of improvement. Automated reporting says that the kind of platform can generate reports on waste management practices, compliance with regulation, and environment impact assessment, which simplify and regulates the reporting for farmers. Informed decision making. Access to the real-time data allow farmers to make informed decision regarding the waste management practices. For instance, they can adjust feeding strategies based on waste output or implement changes to reduce the excess waste generation. The insight gained from the analytics can guide investment in new technology or process that enhance sustainability. Now, what are different operational efficiency? By optimizing waste disposal process through data-driven insight, farmer can reduce cost associated with waste collection and processing. For example, understanding peak waste generation times can help the scheduled collection more efficiently and more accurately with the precision of farm operations. Now, the enhanced compliance and sustainability, we see that cloud-based system help ensure compliance with environmental regulations by providing accurate records of waste management activities. This transparency support the sustainable practice and enhance the farm reputation. Thank you.